Hello and welcome back to English Language and Literature. I'm Vicky and we're here today to deep dive to one of the most unsettling and chilling thrillers of all time. You might have heard of it. It's Silence on the Lambs. So without further ado, grab your coffee or your tea and make yourself cozy because we are going to dive into a spoiler-free review. Originally released in 1991 and based on the novel of Thomas Harris in 1998, the film is one of the very few thrillers that have won the Best Picture at the Oscars. And honestly, it deserved every beat of that win, probably all the 5 Oscars that the film won that year. But here's the thing, The Silence of the Lamb, it's not just a thriller. It deals with human psychology and emotion and morality and justice, and has also themes of transformation and identity. One of the core plots of the story is Jodie Foster's character, Clarice Sterling, played of course brilliantly by Jodie Foster. She's an ambitious yet vulnerable FBI trainee that struggles and tries to prove her place into this man-dominated field. Then there is of course the legendary Dr. Hannibal Lecter, played by the legendary Anthony Hopkins. He's honestly his performance is so eerie and chilling. He's also so charismatic, and of course this is not a spoiler, but he's a cannibal. Probably the only person in the film that actually pays attention and wants to get to know Clarice for who she really is and doesn't disregard her, disrespect her, or try to flirt with her. So their dynamic and their psychological play of cat and mouse in the film is really what stays with you after you watch the movie. It's unforgettable. So we should probably talk a bit more about Anthony Hopkins for a hot second. He's only in the film for 16 minutes, but his performance is one of the most memorable moments of the film. So it's so powerful that he also won an Oscar for it. And that's how you know that a character is legendary, like totally iconic. But for me, the true nightmare of the film is probably Buffalo Bill. Buffalo Bill is a very interesting yet terrifying character. He's so twisted as a serial killer. You can see how he displays his emotions while doing the most terrible work. You can see there is a bit of remorse, and he even feels for his victims, but still he continues. His obsession with transformation adds an even darker layer to the film. Now let's talk about what makes The Silence of the Lambs stand out. It's the way it's crafted. Of course, we need to hand it out to use of intense close-ups. I feel like this is also what makes the film so intense, sometimes even claustrophobic. You get like this claustrophobic feeling of, yeah, you just need to see it. And of course, it wouldn't have been a compelling thriller without the score. The score by Howard Shore is absolutely haunting and really pulls you into the movie and doesn't let go. Another reason why the film is groundbreaking for its era, it's Clarice Sterling challenging most thriller stereotype where the hero is a man. Yeah, just like that. She's a woman, she's vulnerable, and she has a goal, and it's not just good old American patriotic hero. She really is just chasing evil, but at the same time she's facing her fears and try to prove her worth. It's really wonderful, and it's no surprise that Jodie Foster also won an Oscar for her performance, and I'm really a true fan of an accent. It really adds to her character. Decades later, I feel like you hear this phrase, "Oh, this is the best thriller since Silence of the Lambs." I think that was what they said for Longlegs, but still decades later, Silence of the Lambs remains a masterpiece and probably like a thriller that you compare other thrillers to. It's foundational, and it's a rare blend of drama, psychological horror, and really like in depth of human emotion that keeps you thinking long after you've seen the credits of the movie roll. So it makes us question the fine line between good and evil, and how typically people that are called monsters are not always who they seem to be. You can also see it through Hannibal Lecter and how he has done terrible things, but at the end of the day he's still very human when he talks with Clarice. So whether it is your first time hearing about it or your 100th rewatch of the film, Silence of the Lambs is definitely a film that will stay with you. Thank you so much for watching the video, and if you like this video, please click like and subscribe, and let us know in the comments what was your favorite moment of the film.